And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to 111. This once more you man Bob Mob Doc Wildcard. In the previous chapter, the character, that strong character, you decided to try to at least make everyone feel like a little bit more at ease. Try to cook something, and something I've been meaning to say that I dig how there's only various little bits of color here and there in this game. It reminds me of this the modern day noir Sin City, because in that movie there's it's mostly in black and white, but there's a few parts they're done in color within the black and white kind of and aesthetic that makes them pop out all that more. It's a really good movie as well, Sin City, and was originally a really good series of graphic novels by Frank Miller. Very dark though, so yeah, if you're not into like dark kinds of reads and or movies, it might not be for you, but definitely quality stuff. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not sure if I can do all of these, so I'll try this. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that is true. What is it? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna know what is it. You hungry, huh? I just got back from the Real News Show. Interesting. Apparently, yeah, interesting that there's she thinks that. Now to put the cardboard box on the table, she took a knife from the wall and put the top with a slight movement of the blade. The box contained chips. Apparently, Henry was buying them for Red as a snack. Looked at her now as if she was frozen, staring at the knife in her hand. Oh, come on, man. Don't be so mean like that. Oh, you have any no food? Ain't no food here, we got plenty of booze. If you want to get liquor at the bar. No, I'd like to keep my mind clear, indeed. I don't drink to get drunk myself. To me, that's just overrated at best. Yeah, we could all use some clarity up in here. What's up with you? Why are you out by yourself? You could wait for me. Oh, right, yeah. So, I was just asked. Yeah, have you seen the missing person? You see which what went? Oh, damn. Nah, I hope he's just lost or something. But what if he had to do something with the girl who got killed? I thought of that too, but she was gone before he went looking for her with us. Yeah, did she notice anything? Did she see something strange before the lights went out? Nah, I've been busy all day. Didn't notice anything unusual. Let's see here. Asking about the murder could imagine have a negative impact on her. But could make her feel uneasy, but just in case it's zero now level. Nah, I wasn't paying attention. Justin was giving me a hard time and ordering drinks like there's no tomorrow. So in the restaurant time murder. I was in the kitchen and the restaurant at the same time, multitasking like a boss. Okay then, doesn't seem to have done anything to negatively impact anything. That's good to know. Just wonder if there's anything I can do here. Alright, yeah, sure. Make this stuff go away. Whoop. Oh, I sent this. It says I sent this different. Okay then. Alright then. System was sitting near the bar looking at this cognac with a gleam in his eye. Yeah, I don't think this is a good time for alcohol. This rate, there might not be another one. Wouldn't have that many guns in your pockets, would you? Indeed, why should always be armed just in case? No, don't you have a police officer have a personal weapon? Where did I get such wealth? Carry up my suspension and lower my badge. What were you suspended for? That's nothing new. We know they're brought up with fairy tales and cartoons. Their princess isn't loyal and nothing's more important to men than our cause. There's no word given. Everyone wants to be these brave heroes, but somehow when they grow up, they become more like Hooknose's henchmen. No kind of sneaky scumbags that suck up the main villain and make intrigues for the hero. I'm not quite sure where you're going with this. Alright. My point is that life is a hard and nasty thing. As long as you can overstep your principles. You can stay here without Brad, your set conscience. Interesting. What's all this mean anyway? Conscience is more expensive than the outcome. But who will see a conscience? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that. What do you think of traveling basement? Said Chef couldn't sit by anyone. True. And I imagine. I'm just trying to figure out information. Girl was killed about 2 hours ago. I'm sorry for the Christmas query at that time. You want to play detective? Good for you. Robert first down went to the bathroom an hour. When I came back today, I found it together. I sat in my car, still moving. I heard nothing. Happy? Sorry, just trying to make sure. How we know stone unturned, that kind of thing. I'm surprised he doesn't get that being a cop himself. What's this do? Alright, yeah. That just doesn't. This just leads to abandonment and such. So what's this do then? Alright, yeah, I was already here. Plus I hate cigarettes. Went outside and it seemed to increase even more. The raindrops were falling almost at right angles. It's a good thing I had the sense to go back and say, okay, I have to get fuel or glances over the smoking room. Linda was still blind in the rain, someone squatting up by her body. As I approached, I recognized Amelia. As I approached, I called out to Amelia, but she didn't react at all. Continued to inspect the body. Struck out, she stood quiet beside the corpse and trying to read the tracks so if she was her hunter of predators. Steps closer so I wouldn't have to scream in the rain anymore. I hate when that kind of thing happens, but it goes so fast like that. Now let's see what was there. Okay. So anyway, you didn't hear my approach. I didn't want to frighten you outside. Yeah, I'm just talking. While you get in the rain. You here, tell me, what do you see? There she goes again, what she got? I see always speaking riddles. What, oh you mean the girl? Sorry, I've seen too many bodies today. Come on, at least take a peek. There's hardly any footprints left, you know? But it's perfect food for a crime like this. No one find anything wrong with this body. See, there's a point there. This does seem planned. Huh. Sure, I guess. Look to the girl's body. Damn. What's this? There are footprints here. Looks like a blind man with a small fort. Maybe the killer left it. Interesting. What's this? Something there. Is that a knife? A kitchen knife covered in blood. It's gotta be a murder weapon. It's a lot of blood. It was killed over an hour ago. Since everyone left the restaurant. Stab wounds. He was meant to stab multiple times. A professional would have done that. Would have killed one blow. It was scattered in different directions. The other's clothes are soaked through. This blatant detective here should wake up in the morning with a fever. I don't want to be too forceful, but at the same time, I don't want to seem like I don't care, so let's just try this. I don't like this at all. I want the murder pinned on us. I get up and hit under her visor. I followed her. Wanted to go back to the woman as soon as possible. Once inside the building, immediately ignored everyone gathered and went straight to the second floor to her room. I questioned everyone I could and returned all exhausted. It was still gloomy. The only source of light was the fireplace and the adjoining upholstered sofa. Now I was at the fireplace, staring into the flames, thinking over what had happened. Practically took me away from reality, put me into a sound sleep. My slumber was overwhelmed by a powerful noise outside the window. There was an explosion. The whole room so built. Books fell from the shelves and bottles of brought clanged against each other. Because of the lack of light, the guest room was in terrible disarray. A large figure apparently belonging to Justin was illuminating the scene with a flashlight. Is everything okay? I think so. What was that? Looks like the explosion happened at the pier. What about the other? I don't know about you, but I'm going to check it out. Okay, just in case this is like another trap type thing. Yeah, come on, let's get going. I'm a doctor, I can't let go alone. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere without me, I got your back. Commotion struck with violence into two factions. First wanted to inspect the scene of the solution, the second to stay warm by the fireplace. Took the rest of the remaining marine coast would be all very familiar as that actions had been up. Fire, visit the fire achievement unlocked. Interesting. Didn't expect this happening all over again. I was hoping this wouldn't happen all over again. Watched the place where the light burned building cut through the darkness of the night. Rain was pouring down, the wind so hard it clogged ears, but the fire still refused to go out. Fuel stored in the barrels partially spilled over the air, made one of the puddles. It's like a biblical scene from hell. Streams of flame were spreading across the perimeter of the former building, trying to expand to encompass the other area. Justin climbed beyond the solid and put his finger deep into the fire. There, the light of the flames touched his body and the clay clothes was born in the rubble. You think this is Henry? Obviously, yes. What's left of him? Smoking is bad. How? When did this happen? Now Rostam collapsed on our knees in vain attempts to do something revealed besides attempts at resuscitation quickly gave into inconsolable sobs. Tears rolled down cheeks and streams emerged as the raindrops. Agatha approached the knob and somehow tried to calm it down. Now, is this your fuel warehouse? This ain't our spot. Fishermen, stash the key here. Keep gas with boats. Let me hook them up. So nice. Stand away and send Ben and store for gas with ACO's pitch everything you just bugged me. You just own it. Stop it. She's not responsible. Some passion. Besides, gasoline doesn't just burst into flames. It has to be ignited. Places where combustibles are stored with clear safety requirements, and obviously not all of them were followed. Yes, I agree, but we can't blame her for this. I'm gonna see him for seeing that. No resorts. Oh, damn. I have time to finish my sentence. When the supporting beams tilted and fell, burning down the last of the surviving walls, cars, and shadow sparks moved away from the burning house. Boss, see Henry, where's the Alexander? Really, where did the second one go? It wasn't harmed in the explosion. We turned the point aside. It could have been thrown away by the explosion. Was he in there under the rubble? Take a look around the area. Maybe we'll find something like this light on the cause of the fire. Just don't scatter. No more heroics. Don't go near the fire. We don't know how much explosive crap was stored in that shack. We scattered around the building because we found it would cause the fire. In the puddles we came across muddy gasoline stains and plastic planks. Slipped a dozen feet away from the buildings, catch my breath from the fumes that went my lungs. The puddle half a foot away from me was Alexander, lying face up and his unconscious. Ow! Now check his pulse, and he was alive. They have his finger. His fingers constructed something like a stretch out for 6 raincoats. Think Justin had a first aid course. Rain was scratched with damp on the fire. Henry May suggested take Larry's body so it would be roughed out in the rain. Justin arrived at the mark, there was almost nothing left. The corpse had barely even there. Damn. Anyway, yeah. Because I'm worried that if I stay here, the puddles of gasoline might burst into even more flames, but I did save, so just in case. Grab stretching you back. Okay. Okay. I guess there's what there. Oh, damn. Second layer, I noticed they're heading south towards the restaurant on that rescue group. The tools scattered around, boxes and pieces about the debris from the building. And Chaos tried to find something useful. There was nothing. Outside some stones and empty whiskey bottles. I'm one of the collapsed walls. The unnamed one cord was still underelict in the dirt. Someone dropped it. I would you ever found nothing else suspicious. It's time to go back. Not tell the others what they had found, for they were well ahead of me. Caught up with the stretcher bearers who had only just crossed the slip now on the rocky path. Helped carry the cast to the team and the rest of the way to the restaurant. When we got back to the restaurant, Melanie slammed a flashlight on us. She was teary-eyed from the blood. They were teary-eyed from the bright light, but it's obvious everyone knows when we got back. And how much their faces changed when I and Justin tried the stretcher with Alexander. What happened to them was clear without words. What had happened reeked of a deja vu effect. Finally threw off my drenched raincoat and it was the temperature in the room dropped noticeably. The fireplace couldn't handle such a large room and the heat must have been all electricity. General silence interrupted by Agatha. Can someone please bring me the first aid kit? We need to move him to the room and tend to his injuries immediately. And we had one upstairs. Rushed to the second floor, trying not to break my legs. The door to Henry's office was unlocked and I felt the medicine cabinet pretty quickly. Slipped to the lows, I fell up the stairs, losing my balance, but managed to stay on my feet without falling. Guys moved Alexander to a separate room on the first floor in the meantime. Agatha wasted no time conjuring up the casualty and she moved Drew so as not to disturb her. So, how long are we gonna keep quiet? Suppose Henry's dead? Yes, the rail is burned down while we're in the fuel for the generator. Onward was also Henry. Blessed the room aside. It's miracles he survived there. Going to death? Horrible. Yeah, there is something there. At least it probably didn't suffer. At least it was probably instantaneous, but still. I think it was killed instantly by exploding. Yeah, that is very tactful, but at least he didn't suffer, so. Damn. Agatha was also staying the sleeves. There was no white suit, completely covered in certain soot. Immersed in thoughts, seemed to be calculating variation. We were just waiting for it to tell us what happened to the victim. I believe he'll pull through. There's several burns, but thankfully his organs aren't affected. Must have been outside the house when the explosion happened. We just fortunate for him. This isn't an accident, is it again? Yes, I don't consider it an accident. It's more typical of a pattern, I know, right? No, this was different than else. My experience tells me that the killer knows the terrain, for he knows the place itself is atrocities. First the generator, now we had no idea how it worked, but he did. Now the fuel. So it's concerned Ramada, who was saying in the hotels that weren't outside. His voice was very intense to him. And since Henry is gone, rest in peace, this question goes to Renata. For no flew up to Justin, slapped in the face. I killed Henry too, don't you get it? You stupid or something? Quickly got between them. Their head tossed back from good measure. Do not swear. You think I'm a telepathic murderer or something, don't you? Like I can do with the kitchen? It's possible without getting out of the kitchen, but then you have an alibi. What are you trying to pull, fool? Slowing now puts me away and began frantically grabbing up the scattered tails around the restaurant. We all cursing to herself. Justin, would you like to apologize? Stop it already. This is scaring us to this. Oh, jeez. Maybe we're all dead? Yeah, it's so frightening. Remember a couple movies with their storyline where all the weirdness is explained by purgatory in which the years sleep will be tormented after death. But that's what you meant. I don't believe in that kind of plot or purgatory. I believe in an afterlife. The purgatory, as I see it, it's not a place of torture, just a place in which people have to atone for their sins. The impossible can become possible, it just requires more time to figure it out. That's exactly what I want. So where were you at the time of the explosion? Turned out I was somewhere in the middle of it. Why are you looking at me like that? Amanda, where were you when the explosion occurred? Can you tell us? In bed, there. And I slid my finger upward, looked toward the upper floors. We're just sleeping? Red shriveled violence and tried to resist, but slid down slightly. Justin smirked and poured himself another glass between students. Really? Okay. Well, where have you been? Yeah, I'll have to report it all. I was in the shower. See, my hair's still wet. I'm sorry, but our hair's not wet, so that's a different now. Bye. Yes, I see, but I have be outside. This doesn't prove anything. Damn it, you make my head spin. No one answered this question. I expected everyone is good, but it doesn't help. Now we need to be vigilant and stick together. We can't go anywhere alone. We have to stick together. Be in front of everyone. Let's see here. Right here. Was what not obvious before about sticking together? That? Look, I don't know about you, but at this rate I'll die of cold and hunger fast, and I will die of a maniac. I'm hungry too. When he just saw something about heat and munchies. My stomach is already sticking to my spine. No, excuse me, quick, you cook something? Alright, whatever. You're right. Let me look something up real quick. Got some soup left. Give me a flashlight, would you? Once I pulled the flashlight, we're not here. Get me to go with her. Went into the kitchen where there's already a candle on the table, dimly illuminated the room. It was especially strong in this place. Fifth wheel. That's it. I've never heard it said that way. It's a diffuse situation somehow. Yeah, that was kind of reckless of her. Yeah. I don't know what came over me. Guess it all leave me at once this act just sent me off. I'm pissed, you get me? Me? I ain't gonna kill nobody. But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I wanna take somebody out. What woman ain't had that thought, right? Damn, what we got here? Pass me a light. I had me a flashlight, began to open the drawers again, alternately in search of food. I called in on the stove, sipped flushed as flashlight at the bottom. Yeah, I guess. Oh snap, one more pole left. Let it go to waste. You gave 5 minutes play, let's get to see if we get it. Chop chop. I was in the middle of a conversation with my mother as he was in the middle of a conversation with my mother. It's been through so much today, it's going to blow everyone's mind. It's like a few places out of the cupboard trying to make making noise. I didn't look at me, she was staring straight at the boxes and supplies. Sounds to approach Amanda. Man was waiting for me by the fireplace. As soon as I approached, he jumped and pointed the pants and flames with her finger. She helped to take off my soft jacket and sat down straight till I pushed against the fireplace. Are you cold? Can I get a blanket on top? Please strap yourself up. Oh no. I'm more sick about what's going on with the temperature. It's so scary. Everything inside is freezing. I was so frightened. I thought the house was going to collapse. Thought about the explosion? Yes, I was upstairs. I fell asleep. Didn't know I dreamt you'll never guess. I bet you even know this was so alright. I dreamed I was in a castle. In this castle there was an evil Hydra-like monster and had many heads. Well, Hydra-like monster having many heads is redundant. Because the Hydra was a thing in ancient Greek mythology. It started off with, I think, 2 heads. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And for each head that was cut off by Heracles, that was the actual term the ancient Greeks used for Hercules. The Romans had said Hercules. I guess they found it easier to say or something, but it was actually Heracles. For every head cut off by him with his sword, there 2 more appeared in its place until finally he set each of the severed parts on fire to keep the heads from multiplying. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's what I was saying. And I was like, I grabbed my sword and started chopping them off. No matter how hard I cut, the kids still grew back. And you came. Yeah, I dreamt about you. And you wanted to save me. And all of a sudden, boom! I woke up and everyone was shaking. I thought it was an earthquake and I was about to hit into the ceiling. No, it was an explosion outside. Yes, I know. I figured it out. Do you think it's an accident? I think not. I noticed this. And it was literally stabbed like a needle pad. It doesn't sound like the actual profession. Murder seems hysterical, so the perpetrator himself is afraid of the wake up. Maybe he's just crazy and doesn't know how to stop this way. One of the knives was missing from the kitchen. It may have been used to stab Linda, as I recall it. Now I mentioned that Amanda had tea with her in the afternoon. Other than that, me and Henry no one was in the kitchen, although we're not in my big sauce. Excuse from the kitchen. Body was left with small footprints there. Theoretically, we can cross Henry and John's now exchange off the suspects. Footprints could have been left behind before. One died in the basement. Before the power went out, where was Amanda? Again, the true power never goes out as I see it. I don't remember where she was. Should we ask her in there? I'd wait till they're all together. Amanda wasn't in the hall when the explosion occurred. The bang was so loud even Deadwood jumped, and she claimed she wasn't awake. She could have used the fire escape past the front doors and go unnoticed. I didn't believe this little girl was capable of that. Hey, looks can be deceiving. Though I too would rather believe that. I prefer to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but yeah. I believe she was really scared, and that's why she didn't come down. After the explosion of the pier, I found the open bottle. So they couldn't open it, so threw it there. Not much. The evidence is mostly circumstantial. You can't just pick a person and accuse them. The girl was silent. She was waiting for some kind of conclusion from me. Well, I was thinking about who could have done all these repairs. The others already gathered around the table in the center of the hall. Let's see something here. Yeah, it's actually going to be the end of this chapter, ladies and gentlemen, to keep this from getting too long. So if you did what I'm doing, please consider subscribing. I'll sit back really well.